Jesse James. Jesse James was born on September 5th in 1847 in Kearney, Missouri. Jesse's older brother, Frank James, joined the Confederate Army in 1861 at the age of 18. When Frank James was discharged from the Army, he joined up with William Quantrill's raiders. A massacre was led in Lawrence, Kansas, killing more than 180 men, women, and children. While it was said that Jesse was not involved, he was still questioned for the crime. In late 1863, Union soldiers invaded the Samuel farm where Jesse resided and interrogated Jesse. When he refused to answer their questions, he was whipped repeatedly. When only 16, Jesse joined Bloody Bill Anderson's guerrilla forces. Bloody Bill's gang, including Jesse, robbed a train and murdered 24 Union troops. Later, while being followed, the gang turned on the pursuers and killed more than 120 of the Federal troops. Bloody Bill Anderson is killed when ambushed by Union troops. Jesse's attempt to surrender in Lexington, Missouri, ends with him being shot in the chest. He crawled to safety. In 1866, Jesse and Frank James meet with Cole Younger to plan their first bank robbery. They and 9 others robbed $62,000 from the Clay County Savings Bank. In 1867, the James Younger gang took $4,000 from the Hughes and Wasson Bank. And in 1872, Jesse, Frank, and 1 member of their gang take $8,000 from the Kansas City Exposition ticket office at the fair. In 1873, the James Younger gang robbed their first train, leaving with $3,000. And in 1874, Jesse and 4 other members of the gang robbed their first stagecoach. The St. Louis Iron Mountain and Southern Railroad train was robbed of $12,000 by the James Younger gang. On March 10, 1874, Pinkerton Joseph Witcher planned to befriend the Jameses and then capture them. His body was discovered the next day. Jesse marries his first cousin, Zerelda. In 1874, Annie Ralston and Frank James are wed. Here's a picture of Jesse's family. Zerelda Z. James can be seen on the left. On the top right, born August 31st, 1875, is Jesse's oldest boy, Jesse Edward James. On the bottom right is Jesse's daughter, Mary Susan James, born on June 17, 1879. The Kansas Pacific Railroad was held up by the James Younger gang, and they were out $55,000. On September 7, 1876, the James Younger gang failed to rob the First National Bank of Northfield when the cashier refused to open the safe. He was shot by Jesse, and the citizens of Northfield, encouraged by the sound of the shot, opened fire on the gang. Most of the gang was killed. In 1881, the James gang made their last train robbery, taking the Chicago and Alton train for $3,000 in cash and jewelry. On April 3, 1882, Jesse James met his end. Robert and Charles Ford, who had been attempting to gain the trust of Jesse, made a visit to the James's house. When Jesse turns to straighten a picture hanging on the wall, Robert shoots him in the back.